I wanted to do a video talking about the Ice Cube situation. Now, he's getting a lot of hate on Twitter and social media. The woke Twitter mob is calling him a sellout. They're calling him a coon. I think a lot of younger black folks are misinformed on what the issue is with Ice Cube. Most older black folks understand what he's trying to do. Most of the older black folks are supporting Ice Cube. Tariq Nasheed is supporting Ice Cube. Dr. Boyce Watkins is supporting Ice Cube. Most older black folks understand what Ice Cube is trying to do. He's trying to create an economic plan to help the black community start businesses. Now, Ice Cube is an independent. He's not a Democrat. He's not a Republican. And anytime a black person doesn't exclusively go along with the Democrat Party, they're going to be called a sellout. They're going to be called a traitor to the race. And this is the reason why he's being attacked the way he's being attacked. Especially if you're part of liberal Hollywood. Most of liberal Hollywood leans left. Now, Ice Cube is coming across this from an independent point of view. He put out an economic plan for both political parties to look at. And the Democrats rejected his plan. They wouldn't even bother talking to him about his plan. But Donald Trump came out and said he'll listen to his plan and insert his economic plan into his platinum plan. And his platinum plan is a $500 billion policy that creates black businesses across the country. And Ice Cube is the person that helped write this economic plan. He inserted his economic plan into the platinum plan. This is why I don't see anything wrong with what Ice Cube is doing. What Ice Cube is doing is not helping him, it's helping the black community. He doesn't care about Democrat, Republican. He doesn't care about which side you're on. He's trying to help all black people create businesses in the black community. And to say he's somehow a sellout for wanting to do for the black community is completely ridiculous. And Ice Cube has made it clear he's not a Trump supporter and he's not a Joe Biden supporter. He doesn't support either candidate. He was willing to speak to both candidates about his economic policy, but only Trump was willing to listen. The Joe Biden campaign didn't even bother listening to Ice Cube's economic proposal. He said he wouldn't address the issue until after the election, after they've won the black vote. This is why I think the Democrat Party takes advantage of black voters. A lot of black folks have been brainwashed into believing that the Democrat Party is their savior. And any black person who doesn't toe the party line is a sellout and traitor to their race. I just want to encourage younger black folks to be independent thinkers and stop going along with this monolithic groupthink. As black people, we have different opinions like any other race. The ridiculous notion that any black person that expresses in a conservative point of view is a sellout or traitor to their race is completely ridiculous. And this is one of the things that makes me reject the left. Because the only people that push this nonsense are people on the far left, the woke Twitter mob. A lot of these woke Twitter people don't give a damn about the black community. All they care about is clout chasing. They're going to say anything that goes along with the popular opinion on Twitter. So I have the deepest respect for Ice Cube for not going along with the popular narrative, for being an independent thinker and standing on his own 2 feet. This is why I'm completely against cancel culture. Cancel culture is a mob mentality where any person that says something that goes against the popular opinion, they try to cancel this person on social media. And this is why a lot of black celebrities are afraid to say anything that goes against the woke Twitter mob, because they're going to go on Twitter and try to cancel them. So much respect for Ice Cube for standing his ground. A lot of celebrities today are too afraid to stand their ground. They're too afraid to go against the woke Twitter mob. They're too afraid to go against the popular opinion. And much respect for Ice Cube for going against this narrative. He's a self-made millionaire. He owns his own business. He owns his own league. A lot of younger black folks could learn something from Ice Cube. If he's a sellout, then you're an idiot. Any person that thinks Ice Cube is a sellout is a complete moron. This is why I don't listen to the woke Twitter activists. Most of these woke Twitter activists are full of shit. They don't have any solutions to help the black community. They don't have any policy proposals to help the black community. So much respect for Ice Cube for actually coming up with a policy that addresses the issues in the black community. You can't just go on Twitter and run your mouth about social activism, but you don't do anything. All these woke Twitter activists do is go on Twitter and run their mouth and call people coons and call people sellouts. They don't actually do anything for the black community. This is why I can't stand how a lot of these corporations will donate millions of dollars to these woke Twitter activists that don't actually do anything for the black community. None of these people come up with solutions. None of these people come up with policy proposals. All they're doing is going on Twitter and running their mouth and pretending to be activists for the black community. At least Ice Cube is actually coming up with a proposal to help black businesses and to create black wealth in America. So if you think Ice Cube is the problem, you're the problem.